The North has been in power for a very long time. So if there is no government presence, it is it's our own problem.
Mm.
It's not like Akwa Ibom to say nobody from Akwa Ibom has been a president of Nigeria. So you have the right to say that they have not bring federal president. But if you have Buhari, you have Babangida, you have Abacha, you have all these people, and then your problem is not solved. So who are you going to blame? We should blame ourselves. If Buhari has been in power for 8 years and he has not addressed the problems of the North, how can you blame Tinubu for it?
Okay.
All the poverty and insecurity in northern Nigeria did not start in the last 12 or 13 months or 14 months. It's a product of years of neglect, of insensitivity of leaders who come from the same region.
All right.
So Boko Haram is also not an excuse of poverty is also not an excuse for violence. There's poverty in Niger and they are not killing people. There's poverty in Mali, they are not killing people. There's poverty in Mauritania, they are not killing people. Why should you, because you are poor, you should pick arms and start killing poor people like you? Is that a reason for that? There is virtually no that, and that is my position.
Sometimes people talk from the beginning of their mouth to the end. I'm talking rubbish. Banditry and insecurity in the north. I'll give you the analysis. First, in the area of Borno, Yobe, and Co in the northeast. In Borno, there is what we call California. That California is the costliest mineral resources in the world. And every day, these foreigners came into the area in the name of NGOs and co, diverting the attention of the people on Boko Haram, sponsoring them while they are busy packing the resources to their country. When we come to the banditry, as the other man said, my brother, banditry now is a business. Business in the sense that every day they will not allow the farmer to farm well. Go to farm, they will pick you. And they will be demanding more millions of nairas. And I asked question. I saw the secretary of the Zamfara state government denying the allegation raised by some other people that the governor has been paying or has paid the banditry leaders in Zamfara 1 billion naira. Sir, in the area where they are mining this gold in Zamfara state, why is it that place is in peace? Why other communities are in trouble? Why? What is the secret? As he addressed press yesterday, let the secretary also come out and address Nigerians or the Zamfara state people that this is the main reason why the area of mining gold is in peace, why the other communities are in trouble. They should stop deceiving us. We have woke up from our sleeping. We are no more sleeping. Nigeria, as I said last 2 weeks in the program, democracy is a fraud to us Nigerian citizens because it's a borrow.
Let me get what do you mean by democracy?
It's a fraud.
Okay.
When I say it's a fraud, there's a conniver between the north and the south. When I'm borrowing that democracy, the system we are using now from America.
Is it the presidential system that is a fraud?
Yes.
Or the parliamentary system?
No, the presidential system.
Good.
Because we are not in any way colonized by America.
Okay.
We are colonized by British.
So, to all intents and purposes, their ways are far different than ours.
Different from our culture and our tradition.
And our upbringing.
Yes.
Having been brought up from by the British system.
Yes, even before the coming of British, sir, the way they meet us, our tradition, our culture is fantastic and it suits that parliamentary system of government. Why I say that? In those days before they came in, we have a community. That community will be headed by Oba or Emir. We have Bale. We have the OJ. We have the Angua. We have the Deputy. And At that point in time, any community you come in Nigeria as a visitor will be easily identified that this guy is not from our community. And the next thing, they just come to you, they direct you, some people took you to the Haida Valley or Nyangwa. Now, for questioning, you are from Russia. Where do you come from?
What do you want to do here?
What do you want to do here? If you answer and you mention the state you come from or the community you come from, maybe there's somebody resident in that community that comes from that your side. That person will be invited, and that guy will be questioning you whether you know your family. And at that point in time, even our security was very fantastic, different from what we are seeing now. Now we are practicing. The British came in and we are giving parliamentary system of government.
Yes.
And we started with it.
Yes.
Less expenses because the only prime minister that will be voted within the parliament.
Not throughout Nigeria.
Not throughout Nigeria.
Less expensive.
Less expenses, and every region control the resources in this area.
Not this time that one person.
The only region will only pay 20% to the federal because of the security, police, army, and others.
But now,
federal took everything.
The issue of kidnapping, insecurity, it has to continue. It's not going to stop. Do you know why it's going to continue? Because there's hunger in the line. There's a serious hunger in the land. Now, when you address these things, it will stop. Now, they earn more from kidnapping, they earn more from banditry. They are basically now, how many jobs are there in the country? Now, these people, once they do a hit, they raise millions, and then you don't expect them to stop. So basically, this thing has to continue with us. You know, the issue of insecurity has to be there. The issue of kidnapping has to be there. The issue of banditry has to be there because there's poverty.
What is responsible for insecurity in Nigeria? I want to say that it's our collective fault, all of us as Nigerians, because the challenges we're having today is not from the moon. The crimes being committed against Nigeria are by Nigerians. So how come we Nigerians cannot detect those people that are causing us harm and indicate them to the authority? So we all have a role to play in how to secure this country. Both the security agencies and the civilians in this Nigeria. It should be an all-inclusive thing. Everybody must accept that a challenge to a Nigerian anywhere is a challenge to every Nigerian everywhere. And until we accept that, we'll continue to have the security challenges we are having. Now we have put everything in the hands of the security agencies, particularly the armed forces. Looking at Nigeria as big as we are, currently the armed forces and the security agencies are deployed all over Nigeria. Now, what is the strength of the armed forces? Can they adequately police Nigeria? No. They have to be complemented. Their efforts must be supported by you and I to make sure we all keep this nation safe. So we must first agree that it's a collective responsibility that we have, and then we can move from there.
Are you seeing in the next future that Nigeria will be free and return back to its normal status?
Yes, Nigeria can be free. There's no problem in this world that is not surmountable. It only requires people to sit down, do some analysis of where we are coming from, look at where we are today, and see how to progress tomorrow. Because nations in the world have found themselves in this kind of situation, and they eventually overcome. But then it's not a child's play, because without security, nothingness. So the government and the people must first accept that that security threat is what we must first address before any other security, be it food security, water security, growth, economy, and development must be tied to security first. Once you have human security, every other thing will follow. But for me, right now, we are not seeing this human security as the biggest challenge, because we are also pursuing other things. But when we squarely have faced the security challenges squarely, other developmental issues can follow. We can overcome.
When we look at, you see, it didn't just start today. We've had panels, we've had investigations, we've had the government raised teams to find out the very primary and root causes of all this. I ask, what are the results of those investigations? What are the results of those panels that have been set up? Over the years, I mean, this has gone on for almost 20 years now, and we've had series of committees, panels, investigative teams come up to say, we must get to the root of this. Every time we are enough is enough. It got to a stage, we got intel from the government of United Arab Emirates, giving us that we have a list of people sponsoring terrorism. Till date, we've not seen that list made public. Till date, we've not heard that some people have been prosecuted. So, when we see this, it keeps occurring and reoccurring. Yeah, like the NSA said, we might say a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, we beat our chest to say, yes, this thing is abating. But suddenly there's a resurgence. What are the things that we could say are the causes of this? We can't rule out politics too, but like he said, check out most of those communities that have been attacked. They have connections with borders. Borders with foreign countries, like Niger, like Chad, like Cameroon, and borders with other neighboring states. So that's enough pointer for the government to know where to beam its searchlight on this. And unfortunately also, there are states that are not fully affected now.
The crisis that we are facing now is such that there will be an overhaul of our systems and processes. The crisis we are facing now is that the whole of Northwest is under bandits' attack. We have no answer to them. In the Northeast, we have the Boko Haram. In the Southeast, we have the ESN, IPOB, and the criminal elements that are operating there. In the South, we have serious issues of oil theft. The most coordinated form of oil theft is going on in Nigeria today. We're barely making 1.5 million barrels a day. Of that 1.5 million barrels a day, NNPC is remitting zero to the Federation account. This is an existential crisis. This is not the time for going back to what we did before. This is the time, 3 quick National Council of Security Council meetings. Is that normal? No, it is not normal. This is the time. It was this kind of situation in the Niger Delta that led President Yar'Adua to come up with the amnesty program. You have to look at, how do I solve this problem? The problem we have today is that, I have said this many times, 50 kilometers from the president's house in Abuja, the Aso Rock, Nigerians cannot pass through Abuja-Kaduna Expressway. You can't go through Jere and go to Abuja now without being kidnapped, go to Kaduna without being kidnapped. This is 50 kilometers away from the Chief of Army Staff, the IG of Police, the DG of SSS, the Commandant of the Civil Defense Corps, are all in Abuja, and we can't do a 120 kilometers journey to Kaduna. That's awful. That's an existential crisis that will have called for new and creative methods of solving the problem.
Hi, my people. I think you have watched the video and listened to what he said, and everyone that talked in the video said, this Sheikh Hussaini that first talk in the video, that many northern people, like, they have been saying that the insecurity that we are facing in this country is caused by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is why this Sheikh Hussaini will be saying first talk for inside this video, talk that the insecurity will be saying with the face for inside this country is not. They should not blame any administration or anybody, like all these presidents, because even when Buhari was there, insecurity was there too. Now it's in the man talk, and the other man see that what we are facing in this country is not sponsored by the people of this country. He said that it's sponsored by all these British people. I'm not sure about that one, but now we say now the year about that one. Like, if you get anything we say you want to drop concerning that thing with the man talk, if we tell us on inside comment section. And what I have to say concerning this thing now, this insecurity of the scene, we have been facing it for this country for so long. We have been talking about this and that every time, and this thing seems not to go. That all these things that we're facing, so if they say okay, all this thing is not sponsored by any Nigeria person, like this thing wouldn't have even stayed long the way it is now. This thing has been in this country for so long now. This banditry, many other things like that is causing damage to the life of the people of this country that has been in this country for so long, and this thing seems not to go. But what me want to tell this country, like this, the citizen of Nigeria, not this country, you that is there now hearing me now, like you be the one to secure yourself. Like no one will come out to secure you because of the way this banditry and terrorists are taking over day by day, and governments like don't want to see anything concerning this issue. If they say okay, government won't pursue like won't chase insecurity like we've seen the inside this country out and more, you know go even like you know go even take the type, but I don't know. Maybe now then they sponsor true. So now wetin we get to tell una, and now where be say una dey come here new, abeg make una subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to like. Thank you.